Geobyte.
Hello friends, welcome to the Geobyte. In this video, let us discuss the solutions for the previous ESET problems given for the kinematics and friction. The ESET exam questions are repeating. That's why you treat each and every problem we are going to discuss in this video is equally important. After listening all these problems, you practice with pen and paper because practice is the mother of memory. Without practice, it is very difficult. I can say it is impossible to get the success in the competitive exams. While you are practicing, if you find any doubt or difficulty, you please send your doubts to Geobyte. Definitely, you will get the answers for all your doubts. Look at the very first problem which is given in 2013. Look at the very first problem. So this problem is given in 2013. Look at the first problem. From the top of tower of height 39.2 meters, a stone is thrown vertically up with a velocity of 9.8 meter per second. How long will it take to reach the ground? Given like this. The height of the tower h equal to 39.2 meters. The velocity of the stone, that velocity may be marked as u, equal to 9.8 meter per second. How long will it take to reach the ground means what is the time taken by the body to reach the required height. As you know, the velocity v equal to displacement by time. Here the velocity is u equal to displacement is height divided by time. Therefore, the time taken by the stone equal to height travelled by the stone divided by the velocity maintained by the stone. Height equal to 39.2 divided by 9.8. You simplify this value for getting the time t equal to around 4 seconds. Therefore, the time required for reaching the top of the tower is 4 seconds. Look at the option D. Option D is absolutely correct. I hope all of you clearly understood. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the second problem. It is also given in 2013. The acceleration of a moving body can be found from, acceleration A equal to dv by dt. Since acceleration equal to dv by dt, then the options are area under the velocity time graph, B, area under the distance time graph, option C, slope of velocity time graph. Slope of velocity time graph is giving the acceleration. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the third problem. The maximum speed of a car on a curved path of radius r and coefficient of friction between the road surface and wheel is mu. You are asked to find the maximum speed of a car on a curved path. Maximum speed of a car on a curved path Vmax equal to root under mu gr, where mu equal to coefficient of friction between the tires and road, r equal to radius of the curvature, g by the acceleration due to gravity. Therefore, option B is absolutely correct. You try to remember this formula. This is very important formula. That's why I am marking this problem as 5-star problem. 5-star problem means the most expected problem in the competitive exams. Let us go for the next problem. Fourth problem. For a freely falling body, the nature of the velocity and time graph. The nature of the velocity and time graph is like a vertical line. Therefore, the answer is option A, a straight line passing through the origin. Absolutely correct. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. For a freely falling body, the nature of the velocity and time graph is a straight line passing through the origin. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the fifth problem. It was asked in 2010, given like this. A body of weight 15 newtons. Here weight equal to product of mass and gravity constant equal to 15 newtons. Placed on a smooth surface, if the force required to move the body on the smooth surface is 30 newtons, force required to move the body equal to 30 newtons. Okay, the coefficient of friction is, you are asked to find the coefficient of friction mu. The coefficient of friction mu is how much? Dear friends, the external force acts on the body is equal to mu mg. Therefore, the coefficient of friction mu equal to force divided by mg. Force is given 30. Here mg means weight. Product of mass and gravity constant is the weight. That value is given as 50. So coefficient of friction equal to 30 divided by 50 equal to 0.6. Therefore, option A, look at the option A. Option A is absolutely correct. I hope all of you clearly understood. This problem also equal important problem. That's why let me mark as a 5-star problem. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the sixth problem. It is asked in 2009. Look at the data given. Given coefficient of friction 0.7. Coefficient of friction mu is given 0.7. And G is 10 meter second power minus 2. That might be printing mistake. Acceleration due to gravity 10 meter per second square. The work done in pulling a body of mass 80 kg through a distance of 100 meters. Mass of the body is given 80 kg. The distance traveled by the body, let the distance is marked by S, equal to 100 meters. So what you are asked to find? The work done in pulling the body. You are asked to find the work done. Work done equal to what? Force multiplied by distance. Distance traveled by the body. Distance traveled by the body. Here force equal to what? Force equal to mu mg. Distance traveled equal to S. Let us put the all values. Coefficient of friction mu is given 0.7. Mass is 80 kg. G 10. And the distance equal to 100 meters. You simplify this value. You simplify this value for getting around 56,000. The force is in Newton. The force unit is Newton. Distance unit is meter. Newton meter. As you know, 1 Newton meter equal to 1 joule. Therefore, it can be also written as 56,000 joule. This is the answer. Now look at the options. Look at the option C. Option C is absolutely correct. I hope all of you clearly understood. Let us move to the next problem. A force of 20 kg weight. Here force is given in terms of mass. Is required to just slide a wooden box weighing 50 kg over ice. The coefficient of static friction between the surface in contact is. Here the force F equal to mg. Force F equal to mg. Here m is given 20 multiplied by g. That is the force. Now mass of the ice block. Mass of ice block. Mass of ice block equal to 50 kg. 50 kg. Here this mass is connected to the external force, and this mass is connected to mass of the body. Okay, you are asked to find the coefficient of friction. You know F equal to mu mg. From this, coefficient of friction mu equal to force divided by mg. Here force is 20 multiplied by g divided by mg. Mass of the block is 50 multiplied by g. This g cancelled. Finally it is 20 by 50. 20 by 50 equal to 0.4. Therefore, look at the option B. Option B is absolutely correct. I hope all of you clearly understood. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the ninth problem. It is given in 2017 in the AP set exam. Two bodies are projected at an angle of 45 degrees and 60 degrees. Here body 1 angle is theta 1 given 45 degrees. Body 2 angle is theta 2 given 60 degrees. Okay, with the horizontal with the same velocity simultaneously. It means body 1 and body 2, u1 u2, body 1 and body 2 both are maintaining the same velocity. You are asked to find the ratio of their horizontal ranges. You are asked to find the ratio of their horizontal ranges. If I mark the horizontal range for the body 1 is r1, horizontal range for body 2 is r2, r1 by r2 is how much? So that is the problem. Now what is the horizontal range formula? U square sine 2 theta by g. Then how it can be written? u1 square sine 2 theta 1 divided by g divided by u2 square sine 2 theta 2 divided by g. So this g cancelled, u1 u2 cancelled. Finally it is equal to sine 2 theta 1 by sine 2 theta 2 is the range ratio r1 by r2. So r1 by r2 is equal to sine 2 into What is the angle of the first body? Angle of the first body is 45 degrees. Second body is 60 degrees. 2 into 45 divided by sine 2 into 60 degrees. So simplify this value. Sine 90 divided by sine 120. Sine 90 is 1. Sine 120 is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. So it is equal to 2 by root 3. 2 by root 3. So R1 by R2 is 2 by root 3. It can also be written as R1 is to R2 from this. R1 is to R2 equal to 2 is to root 3. 2 is root 3. Therefore, what is the correct answer? Look at the options. 2 is to root 3. 2 is root 3. Look at the option B. Option B is absolutely correct. I hope all you clearly understood. Let us go for the next problem. This problem is very important problem. That's why let me mark as 5-star problem. 5-star problem. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the 10th problem. It also asked in 2017 in the AP set exam. Look at the problem. A ball thrown by a body is caught in 2 seconds. Later by another at some distance away on the same level. If the angle of projection 30 degrees, the velocity of the projection is, here angle of projection theta is given 30 degrees and the time t equal to 2 seconds. I can say this is the time of flight or flying time. Here flying time t equal to general formula 2u sin theta by g. From this you can find the velocity u equal to g into t divided by 2 into sin theta. Acceleration due to gravity 9.8. Time of flight is given 2 seconds into 2 divided by 2 into sin theta. Sin theta, what is the theta? 30 degrees. 1 minute. Let me write it clearly. Sin 30 degrees. So this 2 cancel. Finally it is 9.8 divided by sin 30. Sin 30 equal to 1 by 2. Let us simplify that value. U equal to 2 into 9.8. It is equal to 19.6 meters per second. So that is the speed of the body, 19.6 meter per second. Look at the option A. Option A itself is absolutely correct. I hope you clearly understood. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the 11th problem. It also asked in 2017 AP exam. Problem is asked like this. A body of mass 1 kg. Here mass of the body given 1 kg lies on an inclined plane at an angle 60 degrees to the horizontal. At an angle 60 degrees to the horizontal, theta equal to 60 degrees. Okay, if the coefficient of friction is 0.4, coefficient of friction mu equal to 0.4, the frictional force along the inclined plane, you are asked to find the frictional force along the inclined plane. Frictional force is how much? The diagram may be drawn like this. So this is the base and this is the plane. A body may be placed like this. This is the center of gravity. Through the center of gravity, the weight is acting vertically downwards. You are asked to find the force required along the plane surface. That is the frictional force along the plane surface equal to mu mg cos theta. This is the standard formula. Mu equal to 0.4. M is how much? 1 kg. 1 kg. G 9.8. And cos theta 60 degrees. You simplify this value. For getting, this is the 0.4 into 9.8 into cos 60 is 1 by 2. Simplify this value for getting around 1.96 newtons. That is the frictional force which is required along the plane surface. 1.96. Look at the option A. Option A itself is absolutely correct. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the 12th problem. It is asked in 2016 Telangana ECET exam. Given like this. A body is falling freely from a height of 78.4 meters. So height of fall h equal to 78.4 meters. Okay. Its velocity on reaching the ground. At what velocity it is reaching the ground? So the velocity with which it reaches the ground may be v. That is how much? Acceleration due to gravity g is given 9.8 meter per second square. The velocity v equal to root over 2gh. So 2 into g 9.8 into h is 78.4. You simplify this value for getting approximately 39.2 meter per second. Therefore, option B, look at the option B. Option B is absolutely correct. I hope all of you clearly understood. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the next problem. It is also asked in 2016 Telangana ECET exam, given like this. The maximum height reached by a ball thrown at an angle 60 degrees. Angle of throw equal to theta 60 degrees. Okay, to the horizontal with initial velocity u is given 9.8 meter per second. Of course, g given 9.8, it is meter per second square. This is the printing mistake, meter per second square. So anyhow, you are asked to find the maximum height. As you know, my dear friends, the maximum height reached by the body equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. This is the standard formula. U is given how much? 9.8 whole square sin 60 degrees whole square divided by 2 into 9.8. It is equal to 9.8 into 9.8 into sin 60 root 3 by 2 whole square divided by 2 into 9.8. 9.8 is cancelled. 9.8 into 3 by 4. Here it is 2. So anyhow 9.8 into 3 divided by 8. You simplify this value for getting approximately 3.675 meters. That is the maximum height reached by the body, 3.675 meters. Look at the options. Look at the option D. Option D is absolutely correct. I hope you clearly got my point. This can also be marked as a 5-star problem. 5-star problem means the most expected problem. Let us go for the next problem. Look at the 14th problem. It also asked in 2016 Telangana ESET exam, given like this. If theta is the angle of inclination of an inclined plane, it may be like this. This is the base and this is the plane. Angle between these two is theta. And a body may be kept like this somewhere here. That body weight acts vertically downwards. And alpha is the angle of repose. Dear friends, angle of repose means the angle at which the body slides down without applying the external force. Without applying the external force. External force is called angle of repose. Angle of repose. The angle at which the body slides down without applying the external force is called angle of repose. So that angle of repose is given alpha. Then the body slides down with some acceleration. Conditions are given: theta equal to alpha, theta greater than alpha, less than alpha, theta greater than 2 alpha, like this. Dear friends, remember, if theta less than alpha, angle of repose, the body is at rest. The body is at rest. That means the body cannot move. If theta equal to alpha, the body tends to slide. The body tends to slide. If theta greater than alpha, the body accelerates downwards. The body accelerates downwards. Now these three conditions are very, very important. Now look at the problem, what he is asking. He is asking, then the body slides down with some acceleration. The condition for sliding down the body with some acceleration is theta must be greater than alpha. Therefore, option B is absolutely correct. So what we wrote, when theta is greater than alpha, the body accelerates downwards. I hope you clearly got my point. Dear friends, with this problem, I am concluding this video. In the next video, I will discuss some more problems. Dear friends, as I said, all these problems are equally important. You practice once again these problems. Without practice, it is impossible to get the success in the competitive exams. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching this video completely. Have a great day. Please watch our channel called GeoByte for getting the update information. Once again, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Geobyte.